Hi guys, this will be a very short first look video on MBL6010D based preamplifier clone. That's also called C9.3 Master version that I got from AliExpress after your highest recommendations. Many of you actually recommended this one for the sound quality. I got it for $625. That was using obviously a lower sale price and some AliExpress sale coupons. That's always my recommendation, to buy any devices of AliExpress only during sales. They are like every second month, so it's not a problem to wait for a few weeks. Okay, what do we have in front? In front we have input selector and volume control. Input selector, as you can see, has a spelling error with XLR position. Obviously it doesn't select Excel files. And we have volume rocker and LED status light here. One thing worth noting here is remote control sensor here, as the version I got comes with very nice full metal remote control. Remote control allows us only for controlling volume. In order to change input, you need to stand up, walk to the device and select the correct input. Yeah. So what do we have in the back of the device? In the back of the device we have a set of inputs and outputs. Inputs, again, spelling error. It doesn't really matter anything, but it's funny. Balanced XLR inputs, we have three sets of RCA inputs. For auxiliary CD digital to analog converter, we have one set of RCA outputs and one set of balanced XLR outputs. Again, XLS, at least they are consistent. We have a label with serial number and type C9.3 Master edition, and we have a power socket with integrated fuse compartment. I've removed fuse compartment because the description for the offer says that this preamplifier uses gold-plated German Schurter fuses, and yes, that's German Schurter fuse. So that's nice. Let's place it here and let's close the compartment. Okay, what else? The interesting thing, before we'll take a look inside, one thing worth noting here is that auxiliary in is supposed to be using buffered input, meaning that it can match large output impedance sources better, giving you better sound quality. It's described in the description for the offer. I linked to it in the video description, so you can take a look and read that on your own. The idea is that if you have a source that has very high or high output impedance, and basically it shouldn't be like that, but if you have one like that, using aux in will give you better sound quality. So let's take a look inside. Yeah, I love that rotating stand. It's very useful, and thank you, Manfred, once again for the idea. The top plate is quite thick, 3 millimeters, something like that. Usual knock test passed. And then we have our preamplifier. What can we see here? Yeah. Okay, so basically, according to the description and according to what we can see here, this is a dual mono construction. We have a power section with two separate toroidal transformers. The label is not really clearly visible, but I can see the data from one of the output windings, and they say it's something like 25 VA. So let's say it's about 25 watts per channel, which is a nice overkill because this is a preamplifier. And as you can see, both boards have separate power connections. So these are completely separate amplifiers dedicated to each channel. That was also visible if you took notice when I was showing you RCA and XLR inputs. You could see that all inputs and outputs for one channel were in one row, upper row, and the lower row was for the second channel. So it's easy to understand why if you take a look inside. You basically have two exactly same mirror-like PCB boards for channel amplifiers. Okay, so one more thing worth noticing is that the remote control has a separate power supply here, and the remote control is remotely controlled ALPS LIPS volume potentiometer. Yeah, we have a date on the PCB. Can you see that? Let's zoom in. Yeah, here, and it says it's C9.3 MBL6010D. Okay, so maybe that will be the better frame for the board itself. Okay, so in the power section, one more thing. We have a pi filter here, so that's a nice touch. The power section for the amplifier, for the preamplifier, uses ELNA capacitors, and they are rated for 2200 microfarads each, meaning that we have here altogether slightly over 15,000 microfarads, which is a very nice thing, considering this is a power section for preamplifier. Okay, what else do we have here? We have EPCOS CQL capacitors. The interesting thing here is that the board, let's zoom in, the board says they should be 2200 microfarads, but they are 1800 microfarads, so slightly lower. But I've looked at the photos of the other offers, and all of them are using the same type and same size capacitors, so it's probably on purpose. We have a lot of German red Vima capacitors here, so more ELNA, and as I said, I got the most expensive, the most pimped up version that's using Texas Instruments OPA 828 single operational amplifiers. We have 4 of them per channel, so all of them, also 8 of them in total, and these are one of the best, if not the best, IC op-amps that I've heard. We also have 2 NE5534 operational amplifiers here. I guess these are used for the buffered input. Let's zoom in. Yes, you can see them right now. Okay, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we have a set of nice Omron relays, which, by the way, are clearly marked as made in China. So yes, these are Omrons, and yes, these are made in China too. And I think that's it. Yeah, one more thing. Actually, quite important bit of information. You can get this preamplifier with for widely different prices. Why is that? Because if you take a look on the photos of the insides, they will be slightly different. They will differ with power supply. They will differ with volume control potentiometer and lack of remote, or they will have a very cheap plastic remote, and they will differ by the operational amplifier type that's used on both boards. So the best and at the same time the most expensive version is using OP828, and it's using toroidal transformers. You will also be able to see a version with Bing-Z transformers, the ones closed in the blue plastic encasements, and some other with even cheaper power sections. Okay, one more thing that I've noted when I was choosing the particular offer, and I was wondering if I should get this particular version, C9.3, is that I also saw C9.2 version. And if you take a look at C9.2, it has completely different boards. The boards are differently designed. They are not as nicely separated, one for one channel only. So there is a change between C9.2 and C9.3, and I think it's worth getting a newer version. That's basically why I got this particular one. Now, I'm beginning a burn-in for this preamplifier. It'll take about a week, I think, and then I will share the sound quality description and everything else that I will find about this unit with you, with in full video review for this MBL6010D preamplifier. Okay, so I link to the store I got that one from in the description of the video. If you have noticed anything interesting here, anything that I've missed, or if you'd like to ask anything, just give me a shout in the comments. And that's it. I'll do a zoomed pass over the board. Okay, let's have it like that. Sorry. So you may see if there is anything interesting that I could have omitted. One more thing, a small one. Actually two of them. As you can see, as I said, they are consistent with this error, this mistake. And the second thing I wanted to show you, but I'm not sure if it will be visible here, is that it's the trim potentiometers are secured with translucent paint here. So this is a nice touch. Yeah, so let's take a look at the power section. Yeah, and the volume control. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you guys. I hope you liked this small video, and stay tuned for full review with sound quality assessment. Have a nice day. Bye.